Boxing series, the first fight of the new series was a doozy, and Michael Nunn wins a unanimous decision over John Scully. We all thought, those of us who are watching here at ringside, Al Bernstein, Dave Bontempo, and myself upstairs here in the booth, that it was a whole lot closer than the three judges had it. The three judges had it 118, 110, 120 to 108, a shutout, 119 to 109. One of the judges gave Scully just one round. However, Scully was a game performer tonight, took a lot of punishment, and he was waiting oftentimes to land the big right hook, which he did land on occasion, but never seemed to seriously hurt Michael Nunn. So Michael Nunn clearly is back in the big-time picture with his victory over John Scully tonight. Coming up next, our main event, James Lights Out Toney, and we promise the lights will remain on. James Toney and Greg Everett coming up next from Foxwoods.
James Toney, a former middleweight and super middleweight champion. That's Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, his trainer. Stan Hoffman, his manager, there on the outside of the ring. James Toney fighting as a cruiserweight tonight, and the man coming in the ring, Greg Everett, didn't know he was going to be fighting such a big guy, did he, Dave?
He thought he would be fighting a 175-pound opponent, and he said he came in at 183 with all of his clothes on and everything that he could get to move up to that weight. Became a continental title instead of a world title, and they will get it on.
Greg Everett, the young man who comes in with a 21-2 record, 17 KOs, a 31-year-old who is hoping, as John Scully was in his match with Michael Nunn, to make this an important statement for his boxing career. And we will see if he can do that as we will go to the center of the ring, and Danny Campbell will give us the introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 12 rounds for the vacant WBU International Cruiserweight Championship. Sanctioned by the World Boxing Union President, Mr. John Robinson. Chairman, Ed Levine. Supervisor at ringside, Mr. Frank Brunette. The three judges assigned to this championship bout: from Connecticut, William Hutt; from Pennsylvania, Tony Wolf; and from the great state of New Jersey, Gene Williams. The third man in the ring in charge of the action at the bell, Mr. Steve Smoger. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, hold on to your seats. It's gonna be a showdown! Introducing first, to my right, this young man weighed in at a ready 183 pounds. Wearing the black trunks trimmed in red, with a very fine professional record of 21 wins against only 2 defeats, 17 via the knockout route. Ranked number 10th in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Newark, New Jersey, welcome Greg Everett! His opponent fighting out of the blue corner. This young man tipping the scales at a trim and ready 189 pounds. Wearing the white trunks trimmed in red, with a professional record of 48 wins against 2 losses and 2 draws, 32 wins by knockout. The former 2-time world champion and current WBU light heavyweight champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Ann Arbor, Michigan, James Lights Out Toney!
Take a look at the WBU rules.
No 3 knockdowns, no standing 8 toward the knockdown count. Physician and the referee can stop the fight. The fighter can be saved by the bell only in the last round. And after 3 rounds, you go to the scorecards in the accidental butt rule. Before that, it would be a technical draw.
All right, so all that having been said, let us take a look at James Toney as he gets ready to fight for a version of the WBU Cruiserweight champion. The actual WBU Cruiserweight champ, there's Greg Everett, is in fact Tommy Hearns. This is the portion of that. Let's look at the keys to victory.
All right, for James Toney, the left hooks, it's always been a prominent weapon for him. Utilize the strength he believes he has at this added weight. Everett, punch on angles. He thinks he can frustrate James Toney and force the fight long. See how much stamina James Toney has. All right, now we're ready to go. Steve Smoker in the center of the ring. Let's get things going here. Greg Everett, a tall fighter, a boxer puncher type who, you talked about the punching on angles, Dave. They believe that the way to beat James Toney, and you have to believe it's true, Roy Jones Jr. did it with lots of movement, and Montel Griffin did it with some movement, is to show him all these angles. Show him all the angles, make him move, make James Toney lose his balance, and try to frustrate him, get him working against himself. Good knockout percentages by both. Good hook there by Greg Everett. Everett, at the age of 31, has probably not been as active as he would like. He had a period where he was, for almost 2 years, in 91 and 92, where he fought not at all. He had managerial problems and trying to get things going, and changed managers. Now, by the way, he's trained by Kenny Adams, who is the, you'll know, is a fine trainer of many professionals and the Olympic boxing coach in 1988. And you get some good discipline with Kenny Adams, somebody who's been in big situations, which is what Everett needed, somebody to light a fire under him. And you all know that James Toney has changed management. He was formerly managed by Jackie Callan. They had a falling out. Now it's Stan Hoffman. The hook gets in by Toney. Toney fighting at 189 pounds, a very big weight for him. Fight was scheduled for 175. He simply couldn't make the weight. He figured it out about 2 weeks ago, kept trying to make the weight, and a few days ago, they notified everybody he just wasn't going to get it done and fight for that WBU light heavyweight title. Not only did he not get it done, he almost got past this weight class, too. He's got only one more to go from here. It's only the heavyweights, and ironically, Toney says he'd even consider fighting as a heavyweight, but I don't know. Maybe you ought to stop for a while at the cruiserweight, huh? He barely landed on it. Yeah. Minute left to go here in round one. And we did see in the Roy Jones fight how he ballooned up several pounds the day of the fight after making weight. Certainly was not himself in there. It's hard to believe looking at him now. He was 160 just a while back. Truly amazing. That's when he won the title from Michael Nunn in 1961. Landed a good right hand there against Greg Everett. They have a common opponent. They both beat Governor Chambers. Toney knocked him out, and Everett beat him by decision. Everett does come in here on an 8-fight winning streak over the last several years, but not any super big names among those victims. The left hook missing by Everett. So round one, a bit of a chess match. See what round two has to offer. Takes a hook and then DeLam's nice right hand there. Excellent exchange. He would take that every time. We head into round two. It is scheduled for 12. James Toney in the white trunks. Greg Everett in the black. This is that of my partner Dave Von Temple. I'm Al Bernstein. We are very happy that we're here to see the opening bout, opening evening of our ESPN Championship Series. Each month we're going to be bringing you some major fights here on ESPN. Toney with a little edge in the punches landed. Certainly the power shots were more meaningful that he landed. The hook in the right hand, and Everett standing and punching with him there in round one. Would like to use a little bit more on the angles. There was a request made to James Toney to weigh in again tonight after he had, eaten all day or whatever. And, he declined the offer. Just curious to see how much he would weigh. He could be close to 200. Could be close to 200. Jabs by James Toney. He was very adamant today when we talked to him about the fact that he thinks he can fight at this weight. Feels like those other weight classes are not perfect for him. But let's be honest. When he's up at this weight, it isn't the same quick punching James Toney that we've seen at other weights. No, he's really going to get some nice shots in, but the movement not there. We haven't seen the combinations to this point, although it is early. And we'll see if he tires if this fight goes long. That's where it will bite him. Good left hook by James Toney.
is one of the more active boxers. Oh, there goes Greg Everett. Wow. Well, he brought some power up with him to 189 pounds, and I don't know if Greg Everett's going to make it.
8, 9, 10.
No, sir. It's over. Lights out. That's the nickname. And this time it applied. He's not normally a huge knockout puncher, but a one-punch knockout win for James Toney.
He saw that opening in the last round and really took advantage in round 2.
Greg Everett is up on the stool. This crowd erupting, especially the folks behind us. They're all excited for James Toney, and you see them right there as they hang over the rail and cheer on their guy. It was really a surprise because Toney's not known as a one-punch knockout artist, and in this instance brought quite a right hand to the head of Greg Everett.
Especially early in the fight like this against a guy who had quality training and a lot of time to prepare for the fight.
Well, we're here. These guys are here. And there's high fives, or let's say lateral fives all around. James Toney celebrating.
He was concerned about how he would look up at this new weight class, and he certainly showed a lot of power.
It's a party here in Ledyard at the Foxwoods Casino. Here's why, as you take a look at what James Toney did.
Well, the jab, Everett a little bit extended. That's a short right hand, damaging shot. Everett leaned into it, and it caught him just right from the overhead. On the side of the jaw, it caught through there, just perfectly clicking. Well, we didn't get to see how the added weight will affect Toney late in a fight. I think he wants to make sure he doesn't have to face that hurdle too often.
So some questions perhaps still unanswered, but James Toney proved that he has some power, some pop in the right hand at 189 pounds. He performs well in his first bout as a cruiserweight, and they're hunting big game. They're hunting Tommy Hearns. They're hunting Bobby Ches, Al Cole, Virgil Hill. I'd like to see those guys in the cruiserweight division.
This is the way you get those fights, too, to win dramatically.
All right, Danny Campbell in the center of the ring. Let's go to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time at 2 minutes and 3 seconds of the second round, the new World Boxing Union International Cruiserweight Champion, James "Lights Out" Toney!
So James Toney wins his first bout as a cruiserweight. He wins his 49th as a professional against only 2 losses and 2 draws. He was in a very ebullient mood this morning. Joking, kidding. Let's see if it's the same when Dave Bontempo talks to him. We will be back with James Toney and our man Dave. Stay with us.
Foxwoods Resort and Casino here in Ledyard, Connecticut. We had the lights out for about 20 minutes. A power shortage early in the evening, but no power shortage late in the evening as James lights out Toney with a short, crisp right hand right on the button. Levels Greg Everett. 2.5 minutes into the second round, and James Toney, with his 33rd knockout of his career, improves his record to 49-2-2. He weighed in at 189 pounds, and at least in the early going tonight, of course, that's all there was in this fight. There was no signs of any slowness, certainly some added power as he disposed of Greg Everett. Standing by inside the ring is Dave Bontempo, ready to talk with James Lights Out Toney. Dave?
Wait now.
All right, thank you, Charlie. James is going to play-by-play. Well, first of all, James, what took you so long?
Yeah. Hey, you know me. I'm fighting my right weight now. I feel comfortable where I should be at. I'm sitting in the midst of all the crews with Al Cole, Tommy Hearns. Somebody gonna give me a title within the next 3 or 4 months. Hey, it's either put up or shut up. I'm back. I ain't never been nowhere in the first place. Everybody been writing me off, but this is a message. Tommy Hearns, speak up, baby. Come on. Me and you boys, but hey, put boy friendship aside. Time to make some money. It's all about Bobby Ches, you too.
You were probably close to 200 pounds when you walked in there. How did it feel?
I feel great. I feel good. Like I said, I came in. I trained 6.5 weeks for this fight. I'm ready. You know, I want to thank Foxwoods, Top Rank Barbell, my management team, Stan, Anthony Capitolo, everybody for, support. and everything. I'm still going. Everybody back at home, Ann Arbor, the dog pounds in effect. Just roll, baby.
Did you see an opening that he left you to set up the right hand? Did you see it in the opening round and find it?
He tried to throw his right hand at me, so I counted my right hand. Boom, there he is. He didn't pay his electric bill. Out went the lights. You know what I'm saying?
As James continues to get the well wishes here. When do you think will be your next fight? First of all, what kind of a statement you sent by winning it this way?
I sent a statement that I ain't nobody to be messing with. You know, I'm at the right weight. Like I said, cruiserweight, 190, 195. I'm on my way to the heavyweight title. Ain't nobody gonna stop me from now on. Bob Arum, whoever, they can't stop me. You know, Bob, his only opportunity right now is to get me a shot at one of them cruiserweight titles, unification, wherever. I don't care who, where. I'm fighting all over the world now. It's time for me to start my world tour, James Toney's world tour. And that's what we're all about. Top Rank, Stan Huffman, Anthony Capitolo. We're going to start our own promotional thing, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, the tour started tonight for James Toney. Charlie, he's a very happy guy. You can see the audience. Back to you, Charlie.
All right, Dave, so a short, crisp right hand by James Toney, and it was indeed lights out for Greg Everett. Earlier this evening, this man here, Michael, second to none, was in fact second to none tonight. How would you rate your performance against John Scully?
I think it was a 10. You know, this is my first fight back at 168 pounds, Charlie. So, you know, I felt great. I just want to, continue to fight this division and, perfect my craft. But I felt great. I think I give myself a 10 tonight.
You are one of those old guys who wants to go down in weight. Usually it's the other way around. Why?
Well, with the newfound dedication and things, I can make 168 pounds, so why should I fight heavy when I don't have to? With just a little bit of more hard work, I can get down 168 pounds, so I want to capitalize on that.
Scully came out early and spent most of the evening as a left-hander. Did that surprise you at all?
Well, no, not really. I mean, when he came out and he started fighting southpaw, I said, well, this guy's a right-handed fighter, so, let me get adapted to him fighting southpaw and just continue to fight.
Archie Moore.
Archie Moore.
A little bit older than John F.